Yeah, you may recognize these famous films from the Indian filmmaking industry's Bollywood. The following information will be useful to you, so you become well educated on the largest movie-making industry in the world, and don't sound racist. My parents grew up in India watching these films, and now I watch Bollywood with them. By the time I am finished with the speech, you will be correctly informed on Bollywood's history, stars, hits, music, dances, and rip-offs. To first understand Bollywood, you have to learn of its history. It started in 1913 when Dada Saheb Phalke produced the first film, Raja Harishchandra. It was a major success. Afterwards, a local newspaper editor coined the name since it was based in Bombay. It was also named after Tollywood, which was named after Hollywood. At first, production was slow, but eventually it skyrocketed. Now it produces about 1,000 movies yearly. It hit its golden age from the 1940s to the 1960s, after India's independence. At first, they weren't as centered around romances and as action-filled as they are now, but that changed from the 1970s to the 1980s. Today's average film consists of 5 to 6 songs, many professionally coordinated dances, are romances, and are around 3 hours long. The average film budget is only about $500,000, but Hindi films are more around $2 million. Now that you know the origins and about the average film, you're probably wondering what's in one, such as the stars, hits, music, and dances. Main modern stars include Amitabh Bachchan, Abhishek Bachchan, Shah Rukh Khan, Amir Khan, Salman Khan, Priyanka Chopra, Deepika Padukone, and Katrina Kaif. Music and dance have the ability to make or break a film. Oftentimes, the producers will release the film early so that they have a larger audience on opening day. The actors and actresses will lip sync in the movies while they are dancing. The actual songs are recorded in studios. When you put all of them together, sometimes you get a hit. Some of the movies that have done so are Lagan, Koi Mil Gaya, Dil Chahta Hai, and Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum. As you can tell, Bollywood has had many successes, but what you may not know is that some of these have not come from directors' ideas. By this, I mean rip-offs. Due to rush timing and small budgets, Indian film producers sometimes rip off Hollywood and other film-making industries. Though people know this is happening, there is little done about it, and oftentimes, and it's very rare that the cases will go to court. Some of the Bollywood versions do secure rights though. For example, Koi Mil Gaya is similar to E.T. Bunty or Bubbly is a plagiarized version of Bonnie and Clyde, and God Lucy Grateful is a ripoff of Bruce Almighty. To give you an idea, I will quickly give you the storyline of the two. Bruce Almighty is about a TV reporter who has a girlfriend named Grace. He wants the job as anchorman, but on a terrible day, he gets fired from the job and a co-worker gets the promotion. He blames all his problems on God, who comes down in a white suit and tells Bruce that he can have his powers for 10 days. During this time, Bruce makes his life exactly the way he wants it, but Grace leaves him because she has been ignored during this. Even with all his powers, he can't get Grace back. When he starts hearing prayers, he agrees to all of them, or he grants all of them. This causes mass chaos and God resets his life. In the end, Bruce gets Grace back. God to See Great Ho is about another TV reporter named Arun who wants the job as anchorman. He really likes another girl. On a terrible day, he loses his job, and a coworker gets the promotion as he wants. He blames all his problems on God, comes down in a white suit, and tells him he can have his powers for 10 days. During this time, Arun makes his life exactly the way he wants it. But when confronted with prayers, he answers yes to all of them. This causes mass chaos, and God resets his life. In the end, he gets the girl. As you can tell, Bollywood is a major film industry. Now you know of Bollywood's stars, hits, music, dances, history, and rip-offs. Now you can tell your friends about the largest movie industry in the world, Bollywood.